Well, welcome back, everybody. For those who do follow me and maybe follow Mike Murdoch, you'll know that I'm still uh, suspended from Twitter because I called Bette Midler a jackass, which, compared to some of the things being spewed by the angry mob that is liberal America because they couldn't control an election, nothing at all. But there's another video completely up about that. This one, for those who saw my video on Sunday, I believe it was posted Sunday. This last Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, saw a large gathering in Richmond to protest Governor Northam's decision to pass stricter and stricter and stricter gun control laws, which of course would only affect the law-abiding. Now, up to that point in the run-up, I've seen videos from police officers, sheriff's deputies, even county sheriffs themselves saying point blank, we will not enforce any unconstitutional law. And I love that they phrase it that way, because if you say you are not allowed to speak out against these laws on Twitter, that's unlawful. If you say we don't have to issue a warrant, that's unlawful. If they say you cannot plead the fifth, that's unlawful. So they phrase it that way to specifically tell the Virginia legislature and Virginia governor that should you pass these laws that will only affect the law-abiding, we will not enforce them. But of course, the media gets involved as well. We see this tweet, which was on Monday, from Gabe Gutierrez, who is an official NBC News correspondent, saying that people are chanting, "We will not comply." Now, to be fair, I am going to show some his next tweet from this, but this video, let's just go on and watch it.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the
So, of course, you just heard right there. In the video he has posted, the people gathered are saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, one other thing to consider. I've seen video of people chanting, "We will not comply," multiple times. Okay, we've seen versions of that from Ferguson to Berkeley to the East Coast, other countries. When governments decide we are your rulers, not your servants, people refuse to comply with unjust laws. Now, I've never seen Gabe talk about any of the Antifa thugs that wear masks because they're cowards as they assault people and beat them bloody. I've never heard Gabe demand that the liberals in Hollywood stop issuing threats. But when law-abiding Americans who refuse to give up their Second Amendment rights say the Pledge of Allegiance, Gabe goes insane. Now, out of fairness, his next tweet does include video of that. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. Neither of those is dangerous, threatening, illegal, or anything of the sort. Telling a state government that we will not comply with unlawful rules is not illegal. The sheriffs and their deputies and the police officers who have said we will not enforce unconstitutional laws is just another version of we will not comply. That Gabe here decides I'm going to vilify the people who refuse to obey laws that I want because it will make the world horribly more dangerous, which will make the news, who are all guarded by security, who are armed, just weep with joy at the story after story after story where they can twist it to say, this person was shot, we have to make your lives more hell. Think about the White Settlement shooting that was very recently in the news, where a member of the congregation shot and killed an active shooter. Of course, Bloomberg, who owns mansions and planes and boats and is guarded by men with fully automatic weapons 24 hours a day, comes out and says that you should wait for the police. Now, if I remember correctly, that active shooter had a shotgun, which at most, if it's legal, would have allowed 6 shots before he has to reload. So the liberals are literally saying 6 people must die before you can maybe try to talk this guy down. And even then, you're still supposed to wait for police. So if he starts reloading, just get ready to die. We saw it in Sutherland Springs, and we see it every other time that someone who exercises their Second Amendment right to save their life or defend others, be it with a pistol, a shotgun, a rifle, or anything in between, they are instantly vilified as a gun nut. They're instantly vilified as white supremacist, racist, terrorists, when we're breaking no laws. I'm sitting right now in my home where in under 4 seconds, I could have a shotgun or a pistol or a rifle in my hand. Now, I've secured them in that way so that I can get to them, but no one else can without my permission. My rifle is primarily for hunting and sport, but it can be used for defense. Shotgun, same. Pistol, same. At its core, the Second Amendment is about one thing. Exactly what you're seeing on the screen. Defense from tyrants. In 1770s, King George sent his army to disarm the colonists who had destroyed a shipment of tea because we did not want to pay taxes that did nothing for us. Now, 240 odd years later, Ralph Northam says, give up your guns. The only difference between the two situations, other than time, is the response. You see, the papers and other forms of media in the 1770s in and around Boston, Philadelphia, and other places in the colonies likely praised the move by colonists to tell George, we will not comply. Just a few short years later, we were our own country. Now, the media, who are all protected by armed guards, flip out when law-abiding citizens who have committed no crimes and do not plan to ever commit crimes refuse to comply with tyrannical laws. They act like we've just murdered puppies. It just blows my mind. Honestly, it does. But enough from me. Let me know what you think. Remember, stay civil. Keep it an actual debate and a conversation. I'm not hopeful, honestly. I am cautiously skeptical about Virginia because Northam is going to double down. There is a petition already in circulation to have him recalled and removed as governor. And tyrants don't like to have people stand up and say, you cannot be our ruler. So, sadly, I think the Democrats in the state legislature and Northam are going to double down. And it's going to get much worse before it gets better. I hope I'm wrong. As always, remember, like I said, keep it civil, keep it a debate, but let me know what you think in the comments. And please give the video a like. Make sure to subscribe so you stay up to date with all new content. You can ring the notification bell for that. Until next time, everyone have a wonderful day.